Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Mentality. I hope you're able to beat the heat this week. Remember your pets, keep them inside if you can. If they're outside, change their water frequently and give them a fan or something or shade. If Just take care of your pets and of course take care of yourself. If you're working outside, take many breaks, hydrate, um, use electrolytes to replenish your body of what it's sweating out. All right, let's get into this. This is folklore number 4, I believe. So what we're doing is the creatures of the folklore of Appalachia. Some of these were oddly funny. Some we've all heard of, some I hadn't. And so it's very interesting. And then I'm going to tell you what the Bible has to say about the creatures and whatnot, because it actually does have quite a bit to say about it. So, all right, let's get into this. Let's start with the hardest one. So if I'm saying these wrong, please have a little grace. I'm only human and I'm going to mess up. Okay, it's Puck-Wa-G. And these creatures are mostly found in various locations through Appalachia. They are a small human-like being with supernatural abilities, known in the Wampanoag folklore. It's said they can vanish into thin air whenever they want. They can create fire without using any tools. And they use poisonous arrows to defend themselves. And they can turn themselves into a porcupine creature. This was also, for all you Harry Potter fans, that's where this creature came into that movie. And that's a little fun fact. So forgive me if I said it wrong for all you Harry Potter people that would know more about how to pronounce that. Alright, the Loveland Frogman. The legend of Ohio's Appalachian Mountains may play host to the Loveland Frogman. He's about 4 feet tall. They have leathery skin and they crouch over like frogs. Last sighting was in 2016. The official area is in a town called Loveland, Ohio. Their mascot officially became the Frogman in 2023, and there is also a movie that was made on this. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that. And then there is one, it was called Wampus. It's a huge cat-like animal. They're often spotted in West Virginia. They are 4 times larger than mountain lions, and it's estimated to weigh about 600 pounds. This tale is from the Cherokee tribe. A woman who was observing a sacred ceremony got cursed by the Cherokee and became this big, giant, monstrous cat. And people often say when you hear it screech in the mountains, it's bone-chilling. Kind of was an interesting little thing on that. Now, the next couple that I'm going to talk about, 2 of them have museums for them. One of them has a song written about them. So let's jump into this. Okay, the Mothman. And he has a museum. And if anybody wants to visit these things, and YouTube has hundreds of these things. I'm just touching base on a few. He is a large humanoid flying figure with red eyes and a large wingspan. First sighted in Point Pleasant, West Virginia on November 15th, 1966. And he's said to be about 7 feet tall. And every time anybody sees the Mothman, bad news or bad omens or bad weather's coming their way. Kind of like he's warning them or something. Alright. Bigfoot. Bigfoot has cousins. 2 on this. Yes, 2 on this one. So Bigfoot is a large hairy creature often described as to being between 8 to 12 feet tall, known for his massive footprints throughout all of Appalachia. So from Maine all the way to the most southern point, which is in Alabama. So yeah, its cousin is called White Fang, also known, maybe it's the Abominable Snowman, but a different location. Similar to Bigfoot, covered in long white fur, primarily found in Pennsylvania. I don't know how he hides with all white fur, but okay. Then the skunk ape. A shorter, hairier creature known for its foul odor, often reported in southern Appalachia and in the swamps of Florida. Said to be about between, what was it? He's shorter, so okay, here it is. Between 8 to 6 feet tall. Alright. The Appatwitch is a small apple-stealing creature about 4 feet tall, linked to local Indonesia stories along the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania. They believe these little creatures went extinct in the 1800s, but there's been several sightings since then, so they're just probably less rare. But these are like a small ape-type creature that's still apparently living in the wild. And then this one is has a song written about it. This is the one I said it was a fun song. But it's called Old Slewfoot, a bear-like creature known for its speed and elusiveness and rumored to inhabit North Carolina around the Balsam Mountain region. Speeds were said to be at 90 miles an hour. And that he was very big. And it's a bear, but he's very big. So, I don't know. These were just a few I found. They're the most popular ones talked about. And so, remember, everything I found is for entertainment purposes. I have to say that. Do I believe in any of them? I don't discount it, because there are many things around this planet that have never been seen, and if they have been, that's where the folklore comes into, because they're so rare sightings. Like you've got the Loch Ness Monster over where is that, Scotland? And then you've got the sea monsters that were talked about all over the planet when people were on the more, I don't know, pirate type ships. When Great Britain, when anybody came to America, there were many unexplained sightings of creatures in the water. So, with that being said, the Bible does mention several mysterious creatures, such as the giants found in our Bible. Now I'm probably going to butcher this one. Belmoth and Leviathan. These are sea creatures that were found in our Bible. And I am going to put all these Bible verses in the chat section below, because there are a lot, and I will do like the sea creatures and those verses, and then the dragons, because there's a lot of dragons in those verses, and unicorns in their verses, because there were several, and what other Greek animals did it are. Then it was also talking about like the Nephilim children. This is also Greek mythology. Any god type thing that the Greeks had came from the fallen angels, the Nephilim. So this is just a jumping point. If you want to research this deeply, that's fine. You do that on your own. But with all these mysterious creatures, made me think about God. A lot of people say, well, I believe in Bigfoot, but they've never seen Bigfoot. Or I believe in the Mothman, but they've never seen the Mothman. I believe in Leviathan, the big sea creature, but I've never seen it. I believe in the Loch Ness Monster, but I've never seen it. We've never really seen God. It says that if we are to look upon God, it would kill us because He is so magnificent. I believe He's just so bright and beautiful that our earthly bodies couldn't take it in, per se. And that's why it says that it would probably kill us if we was to see God in all of His glory. So, with that being said, we're to keep our eyes on Christ or Yeshua at all times. Anything that distracts us from Him, we're to throw it out. But these, like I said, these creatures that people are so hung up on is taking their eye off of God. But you can also use it as a tool, because I've, never seen a Mothman or a dragon or a unicorn per se. Yeah, I mean, we all see the stuffed unicorns around the world, but it's supposedly a goat with a horn on its head. So this is a verse that came to me this morning when I was thinking about how to word this out. It's in John 20:29, and this is talking about when doubting Thomas, was doubting that Christ rose from the dead, and he wanted to touch the palm of His hands. And then this was Jesus' response, or Yeshua's response. You have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen yet and have believed. That's me. I didn't grow up in the time where Jesus walked this earth, or Yeshua walked this earth. I'm much later in the timeline, but I still believe in Him. So, everything Jesus or Yeshua, I'm going to say Yeshua because it's easier, because it's how I think of Him. And the name is just a name, and this is how I'm going to describe this, just for anybody out there. I am a mom. I'm known as mom or mama. I'm also a grandma, so my grandkids call me Nana. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I am a cousin. I'm a grandchild. I'm a great great grandchild. But I'm still Michelle. So God has several names, and it's like different cultures call him different things, but he's still Yahweh, Jesus, or Yeshua, or Yahshua, or what? I can't pronounce the other one, so I'm not even going to butcher that one. But for this southern accent, I can say Yeshua and be close. There is no J in the Hebrew alphabet, so that's why I kind of like Yeshua, because it's with a Y. But so the creatures, they're all through our Bible. Why not in modern times? It says in the last days will be like the day of Noah. Well, in Noah's day, there were giants. They were creatures unimaginable to see. And I think that's why God took a lot of them out, because of the corruption of the fallen angel DNA. Mad scientists doing stuff? Probably. Are they releasing stuff? Probably. My opinion. Don't know if it's fact, fiction, or whatever. But I do know there's a creator. Because I am a miracle. I didn't just combust out of nothingness. Everything you see out here, even the katydid singing, is from Christ, or from God. Oops, I got the job turns crooked. There you go. So, with so many animals out there and so many other things out there, who's to, good Lord, I cannot get us straight. Who's to say that they're not true, or that they're not real? But the only thing that matters is where we place our focus is on Christ and the creator of the universe. And it is a free gift. Let's say I come to a birthday party and I give you a gift. Well, that's a free gift to you. I paid for it, but it's your free gift. So Yeshua dying, he removes our death penalty from when we sin. It's a free gift. You just have to take it, accept it. I hope this helps somebody that might be struggling with, well, why would he do that for me? In the Old Testament, when you sinned, you took a sin offering to the temple, a goat, a sheep, a dove, bread, oils, whatever you had, you took to atone for your sin. If you didn't, you were stoned to death. So with Christ dying and paying for our sins, he removed the death penalty, and that's what gave us the grace. So when we do keep screwing up, because we will, we're sinful people, when we sin, we have that grace, that bridge to ask God to forgive us. And he does, and he does so freely. So yeah, everybody please stay safe, please get ready, and please get prepared. Frontier Mentality signing out.